Hi, everybody. I am Adria Flannery. I am a financial aid counselor in the financial aid office at Wittenberg, and you may see me a couple times throughout these webinars. Today's webinar is about outside scholarships, and I'm going to tell you all the knowledge I have learned in the 8 years of processing outside scholarships. And there will be plenty of time for questions. If something pops up while I am talking, Kaden will let us know, and I can go from there. And at the end of the presentation, all of my contact information will be there as well. So you're welcome to email me or call me. Are we ready to start? Yes? All right. So things we will discuss today. Basically, what is an outside scholarship? Where to find them? Outside scholarships for minorities. There is so much money out there when it comes to outside scholarships for everybody, high school seniors all the way to seniors in college or graduate students. How to apply and what happens when you actually win an outside scholarship. All right, so what is an outside scholarship? So basically, it's outside money that comes from another organization, usually funded by a private company, a foundation, nonprofit organization, or advocacy groups. Most of the time, it's coming from some sort of foundation. Most private companies don't just advertise their own scholarships. So when I say foundation, it could be locally around you. So I'm not sure where everybody lives, but here in Clark County, we have what's called the Springfield Foundation. Most cities like that do have something like that, or a county does have something like that. Basically, all the companies just fold in their money and create these scholarships, but the Springfield Foundation is the holder of the money. They distribute the money to the students. Scholarships can be awarded in any increment. They can be applied to any semester. Most of the time when scholarships do come in, as long as they're not specifically stated that they apply to one semester or the other, I split them between the two. Honestly, in my opinion, it makes the whole billing situation a lot easier for students to figure out and parents to figure out exactly what is due each semester. Because a lot of times if you apply it all up front in the fall, spring comes around and you're like, whoa, why is my bill $3,000 more? Well, normally it's because of how that scholarship was applied. The outside scholarship was applied. Again, scholarships are not just for high school seniors. So while you are enrolled in college full-time, you should be applying to these outside scholarships. They are not easy to get. They are literally like a part-time job. So you just kind of have to make a commitment to it. Not all scholarships are renewable. When you find ones that are, that's gold, because usually you just have to meet the donor's requirements in order to get that scholarship the next year, so on and so forth. Those requirements could be just maintaining full-time status, which is usually 12 credit hours. It could be maintaining a certain GPA. It could be maintaining a certain major or minor. So you just have to really read your donor letter when you receive your scholarship. The last thing about what is an outside scholarship is the student is responsible for ensuring that those scholarship funds are sent to the university. This is not just at Wittenberg, this is any university. Basically, us as a university are not responsible for following up with the donor for payment. Sometimes issues can arrive, like when the scholarship comes in. I'm the one that handles all of those outside scholarships when they come in. So I put them on the financial aid part of your account at Wittenberg. Sometimes they slip through to our billing office, and our billing office will apply them as payments. So usually, to ensure that the scholarship does come in the right way, I normally ask that you put it care of financial aid. That way there's no miscommunication about how it's applied to the account. All right. This is a particular reason why this presentation is going to be emailed out to everybody. These are a few of my favorite outside scholarship links. It will come as a PDF to you guys, so you should be able to, at that point in time, click on the links to where they need to be. Basically, as high school seniors, your high school guidance counselor is going to be the best resource for you in helping find local outside scholarships. They will know basically American Legion scholarships. There's multiple things like that that your guidance counselor should be assisting you on. And if they are not assisting you on that, you need to make an appointment with your guidance counselor and get the process started. Deadlines for outside scholarships for high school seniors, so they can vary. Most of them end in December. However, some do not end until May. And then the scholarship is decided upon. So definitely get with your guidance counselor if they're not helping you. You also want to check with your local church that you belong to. A lot of times they give small outside scholarships for students that go to that church. So definitely keep that in mind. If you belong to a Lutheran church, basically Wittenberg will match a scholarship they provide to you up to $500 a year. It's just an extra incentive from Wittenberg. And if you want to learn more about our Lutheran Scholarship Partners program, you can just search wittenberg.edu, and in the search bar, just search Lutheran Scholarship Partners program. There's usually a form that the church will fill out to send with the check. However, a letter is fine, a note is fine. It's not super important that we have that direct form. And then the internet will be your second best friend when it comes to searching for scholarships. I have listed a few of my favorite spots to search for scholarships, and most of these are because I've seen scholarships come in from students from particular areas. So Sallie Mae, the big private loan company, I'm not saying anything about a private loan right now, but they have kind of an amazing outside scholarship website. You can filter through the scholarships. You can decide which ones you want to apply for, which ones make more sense for what you're interested in studying. So I would definitely check that out. FastWeb, that's been out there for a lot of years. It's not bad. Again, you can filter through them, find one that you're interested in. It's a lot easier to write an essay on something you're interested in for a scholarship than it is something you just don't care about. So keep that in mind when searching. Scholarshipamerica.org. This one has become more and more popular over the past several years. And I have seen some rather large scholarships come in from this place. And a lot of big corporations put their money into scholarshipamerica.org. So definitely check that out. Their scholarships change up every quarter. So it's definitely something you want to kind of keep in the back of your head, that you want to go check scholarshipamerica.org. Chegg.com, they have scholarships. I believe you can also check with them for book rentals, if I'm not mistaken. And then capix.com and then bestcolleges.com. So all of those, you'll basically create an account. It does not charge you anything to do it, but you'll just kind of create a login and a password. And every time you go there, you can use that username and password, and you can continue where you left off or search for new. Do we have any questions yet? Um, Outside scholarships for underrepresented populations. There are several opportunities for underrepresented populations. A few that come into Wittenberg in particular, we have Gates Millennium Scholars that come in. That's basically like full tuition scholarships. So definitely check that out. The United Negro College Fund. Again, there are a lot of full tuition, partial tuition scholarships. There's some that even help cover books. And then the Hispanic Scholarship Fund, again, very similar. If you are eligible or if you win one, it could mean full tuition. And when I say that, that would come basically after your scholarship that you are awarded through Wittenberg. So all of these outside scholarships are applied after financial aid and after your WIT scholarships and awards and all that are applied to the account. So they just help to make up the difference that would be due to the university. Okay, what do I need to apply for an outside scholarship? So basically, the important thing to remember is they are all different and they will all ask for different documentation. I really can't stress that enough. Don't think one essay is going to help you in multiple scholarships. It might help you in a few, but you may have to write a couple different essays. Also, you should never, ever have to pay to view, apply, or receive an outside scholarship. If they are asking for money of any kind, avoid it 100%. This is free money. You shouldn't have to pay for free money. Some different things that they could ask for, and this is all varying on different scholarships. Some may ask for none. Some may ask that you just put in your email address, tell them you're going to go to college, and you get put in a big pool of applicants and they pick one out of the hat. But others want a good essay. Others want one or two good recommendation letters. Basically, good recommendation letters could come from a teacher, guidance counselor, coach, pastor, or if you are employed currently. A lot of times your boss would give you a good recommendation as long as you're a good employee, of course. Your FAFSA EFC. This is not always required, but sometimes it is. So just be prepared for that. High school GPA, they would possibly require a transcript. ACT or SAT scores. Most of the time, this is optional. And community service, it is always nice to see on an application, whether you are applying for an outside scholarship, college, or even employment. So that is something that would be helpful. Okay, again, I'm going to say it again. Do not put any money information, no credit card information, nothing on an outside scholarship website. Don't ever give social security numbers, bank account numbers, nothing like that. Those are pretty much scam websites. They can guarantee that they can get you a scholarship, but nothing is guaranteed actually when it comes to a scholarship. I don't know the percentage of people that actually apply for a scholarship and win an outside scholarship. There are so many different outside scholarships out there that there is no data as far as, I don't know, 50% win one, 50% don't. I really don't know. We have a lot of outside scholarships that come into the university every year. Especially for incoming freshmen, they do trickle off for upper class students, but I just want to stress that even while you're in college, you can still apply for these outside scholarships. Even at your local level, you can still apply, especially if you have a good GPA. Okay, what do you do when you win one? Yay! So you're excited, parents are excited. That's less out-of-pocket money that you have to worry about. Basically, you're going to follow the instructions of your donor. They will want to know where you plan to enroll in college. They want to know the mailing address, which I have included in this PowerPoint. They sometimes want to know a specific person to contact, which would be me, and my information is at the end of this PowerPoint. They may require some type of proof of enrollment. Normally, a billing statement is enough, or a copy of your school schedule, which you will not receive till probably July, end of July, I think is usually when schedules are finalized. Sometimes they may need a more professional form, and that would be from our registrar's office. So you can send it to me and I can forward it to the registrar's office, or you can just do registrar@wittenberg.edu. It's not every day that happens, but a lot of times it can. Basically, our financial aid office allows you to be able to report the outside scholarship to us. This can do a couple different things. By reporting outside scholarships, aid account, and it will show up on your billing statement as pending, meaning you won't have to pay that portion of what is due. So if you and you will then have an accurate balance due on your account. Uh-oh, looks like my internet connection is unstable. I'm gonna cross my fingers it's gonna work. This is the link below that you can report. You can also search our website, wittenberg.edu, and search outside scholarship, and it will show you the link that I'm directing you to right here. Kind of trying to figure out how much money you are actually going to need out of pocket. And then basically, in order for you to know when the scholarship has been received, this is a question I get frequently, probably every day, several times a day during the month of August and September from students. Has my scholarship arrived? So the easiest way to do that is when you are a student at Wittenberg, you have the opportunity to check that. Students have something called a WIT portal that they will go to, and you can search or check your financial aid by term or year. And if it has an A beside it, it's been accepted and you're good to go. If it has an O beside it, it means that it's still pending. We have not received it. Does anybody have any questions about that? We're going to have some time at the end for questions. I think we only have another slide or two. Oh, that is the last slide. Looky there. So that is the last slide that I had. Basically, this is all of my contact information, my direct number, my email address, and then the mailing information again for an outside scholarship.